I'm Paul Hand, and a very warm welcome, badminton fans, to wonderful Guangzhou, China's former capital and third largest city of 13 million people. Known as the City of Flowers, with its year-round bloom and pleasant temperatures, located in southern China on the northern rim of the Pearl River Delta. There's the Canton Tower, the fourth largest freestanding structure in the world. 604 meters it stands, 37 floors. Looks stunning by night when it's lit up, doesn't it? 9 elevators in there as well. Talking of Canton, Guangzhou is the birthplace of Cantonese cuisine, with more restaurants than any other Chinese city. The Tiana Gymnasium here, playing host to the inaugural HSBC BWF World Tour Finals until 2021. This is a by-invitation only Level 1 event, featuring the top 8 players and pairs on the World Tour this year. And if you've not had an invite, you're not coming in. The cream of world badminton have descended on Guangzhou for the 2018 showpiece, having fought it out all over the season across the world, with the tournament boasting one of the strongest lineups in history. There's a glimpse of the glinting trophy amongst the generous spoils up for grabs. Players competing for a total prize pool of $1.5 million US. They've all earned the right to vie for the World Tour's biggest jackpot. Over the first 3 days, the players start in 2 round-robin groups. We're in day 2 today. Following the group stages, the top 2 ranked group players or pairs qualify for the semi-finals, after which a knockout draw will unfold from day 4. On day 2, though, every player or team is still in the mix with a shout at the semi-finals, so plenty to play for. And you can see the climatic day is Sunday, day 5. Where our champions will be crowned. Court officials making their way onto court. Day 2's evening session begins with men's singles action. To get us underway, it's the top seed, CHOU Tien Chen, who beat Anthony Ginting late last night. And today, CHOU is taking on Sun Wan Ho, the 5th seed. Then it's the mixed doubles, 3rd seeds versus the 8th seeds in a Thai Anglo clash. Alison Smith, the sole European team in their discipline, attempt to open their Guangzhou account positively. Third up, another Thai European face-off, but this time in women's doubles. Can the European champions, Bulgaria Stoeva sisters, recover from yesterday's defeat? They're up against the 4th seeds, Kitty Harikul and Prajongjai, who will earn their first group win in that one. Following that, grab your popcorn for the Battle of the Titans, the best in the business in men's doubles, going toe-to-toe, world number 1s against the world number 2s. Kilian and Sakumuljo take on Lee and Liu. Never a dull moment in that one, you'd imagine. Then we round out the night session with women's singles. The defending champion, Akane Yamaguchi, attempts to fend off the American 8th seed, Beiwen Zhang, both having lost their opening singles matches and have no more get-out-of-jail cards left. Zhang has won, interestingly, in that one, the last 2 of their 3 meetings this season. So that's what we've got in store for you. Our players are backstage doing their warm-ups. There's a first glimpse of the top seed, CHOU Tien Chen. Just going through a little visualization there and muscle memory. Just making last-minute preparations. Doesn't he look cool? Sun Wan Ho, very relaxed. Priority number 1, of course, is to come out and really hit the ground running at this unforgiving elite level. There's our first glimpse of Group A, the men's singles. Shi Yuqi, well, he's had a storming run, hasn't he? Couple of wins for Shi Yuqi already over Sun Wan Ho yesterday. 21-8 in an hour and 5 minutes, and Ginting as well today in 36 minutes. So he is storming that Group A. CHOU Tien Chen, well, he beat Anthony Shinosuke Ginting late last night, an hour and 16 minutes it took him. And Sun Wan Ho, well, he has plenty of work to do. So CHOU could match Shi in the group if he wins today. They'll both be tied at 2 wins, and then they would both go through to the semi-finals. But who knows what's going to happen in that group. Plenty to play for. Always tense moments these then for any athletes, desperate to put their front foot forwards. Some are quite quirky in their controlling rituals, seeking control over those kind of anxious pre-match nerves. Plenty to play for. These two exponents of their trade have met 10 times already, but CHOU has significantly won the last 2 crossings of swords. Can Sun Wan-ho raise the bar again tonight? So just awaiting the walk-on of our players then. It's a terrific light show here, isn't it? CHOU Tien Chen will take on Sun Wan-ho very, very shortly. He's won twice this year already against this very opponent in September and October, China Open and Denmark Open respectively. Can he continue with a 3rd win in 2018, CHOU? Only time will tell. So top flight shuttlers then showcasing their skills very, very shortly. The stage is set for multiple high-profile clashes across the 5 disciplines. What will a night session bring you? Let's wait and see. One of the players making a wrong turn there on his way in. The signature event of the season. Everybody looking for a golden finish to 2018. It's all on the line in Guangzhou. Will it be the top seed or the 5th seed that comes through this opening men's singles? The consistent CHOU Tien Chen from Chinese Taipei, heading both singles events incidentally, with Tai Tzu Ying in the women's as well. Here he comes. Well, having been made wait for the players' entrance to Court 1, here we are with our Court 2 athletes this evening. Led out by CHOU Tien Chen, and there's our first glimpse of Sun Wan-ho. CHOU has always been a top quality player with a potent attacking game. Really started to get his act together this year, though, showing a lot greater consistency in big moments. Started at and ended the World Tour season with first-round losses in Malaysia and Hong Kong, respectively. But that aside, he's had some excellent results in between. He's in 6 finals, CHOU, this year, winning 3 of them. Germany, Singapore and Korea. There's our first look at the head-to-head, showing 7-3 in favour of Sun Wan-ho. Last meeting was at the Denmark Open. And as I say, there was action the month prior as well in the China Open. CHOU Tien Chen won both matches, both of them close. The encounter in Denmark, the most recent, went the distance, 21-15 in the deciding game. CHOU came through. Sun Wan-ho, the 5th seed, he's had a pretty average season compared to his prime years, or when he was in his pomp. But he lifted himself up at the end of the year. We'll talk more about him in a minute. Let's take a look at CHOU's vitals. 28 years old. Currently ranked 3 in the world. But it's been a very good year from the athlete from Taipei. Off that career high ranking years. Wins in Germany, Singapore, Korea. We mentioned that already. He's had a win over Momota as well this year, and that takes some doing. That was his win yesterday en route here. An hour and 16 minutes, finished very late, about 1:45 midnight locally. He's got plenty of time to recover though, this being the evening session and all that. 6 o'clock here, local time. That was a good win against Ginting. He played some really cagey badminton. It was a long, grueling affair. Plenty of time to recover, no doubt, and taken plenty of fluids on board. Sun Wan-ho, slightly older, 2 years older than his opponent today. His world ranking is 6th. Has been, of course, at the pinnacle of the game for a while. Seemed to wake up quite late in the year, the man from Changwon, South Korea. Yeah, he won the Hong Kong Open and the Guangzhou Korea Masters as well, and he can cause ripples at this event, there's no doubting that. Lost out to Shi Yu Chi yesterday, 8:21 deciding game. Again, another long drawn-out affair. Jill Clark commentated that one, and she was telling me in the bus ride back to the hotel that this man was up a game and 11-7 as well, and sort of just lost his grip somehow. Can he hold on today? He'll need to win this one to stand any chance of advancing to the semi-finals, that's for sure. She already in the Group A has 2 wins, Shiyuchi. There's our umpire from India. In the perch for this one. And the service judge, Trish Gubb of Australia. So just about ready for the action to unfold. Our athletes are honed, ready to go. Trailing 3-7 head-to-head, as we mentioned earlier, but he has won the last 2 this year. CHOU.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Ho, Korea. And on my left, CHOU Tien Chen, Chinese Taipei.
Good glimpse of the coaches, the constants in their corner. Someone heard to get us underway then in this round-robin Group A match. Well, the conditions are slow. That's common knowledge. It's cool. About 13 degrees locally, 13.13, so the shuttle kind of labours through the air, which is quite a slow situation. There's very little drift, I'm told. Talking to one of the player coaches earlier today. But it's a physically grueling scene out here in Guangzhou. You work very, very hard engineering your points, trying to move your opponent around every square inch of the court to create the space. Hard to get the shuttle down. Oh, that's amazingly tight net shot there from the top seed. Let's see it again. Look at that. Follows up with that. Incredible precision from the man who's had such a consistent year. So that time.
Sub-solo, 2-all.
Nicely done. CHOU doesn't think so, though. He challenged, the first challenge of the night session here on Show Court 2. Where's the heartbeat? That's what we listen to indicate that challenge is awoken. Deadlock on the scoreboard, early doors. Has he found it or not? Oh, he's kissed the back edge of the line. He'll be delighted with that. So, challenge unsuccessful. He's only got one left this game. He's gone early with that one, hasn't he? Normally players like to save the challenge for the business end. Nicely done. He talks about being very satisfied with his performance this year in sort of pre-event conference. And he's confident with a strong showing in Guangzhou as CHOU Tien Chen. I've improved a lot. But, that's more important than anything else. For me, it's not about the results. It's all about my mindset off the court, and match preparation also important. I won't be estimating my strengths. I think it works better for me to see myself as the underdog and to challenge the others. Well, it's all about precision in this slow hall. That one just missed. Unlike the other one that kissed the sideline on the other side of the court a couple of points ago. These two can be more precise because there's not a lot of blow to distract the direction of the shuttle. That's gone though. Good lead from Sun Won Ho. Radar fully on. Both men very muscled in the legs, very elastic frames. They contort themselves around the court beautifully. It's elegant to watch with poise and spectacular balance. Judging from his look upwards, lost the shuttle in the lights a little there. It's brutal, isn't it? The world of pro sport. A 1% drop-off can be terminal at any level. Smallest of margins have the largest of consequences. It's all about focus and intensity. Walking that fine line is often hard to do. That's gone.
6-5.
Good spatial awareness there from the top seed. He's got a beautiful deceptive backhand, hasn't he? Leaves it till very late and then just pops that wrist. Tough to get a read on him, that's for sure. Well played, Sun Won Ho just raising the intensity there.
6-7.
Good accuracy as well as pace on the smash. So cagey opening game so far. Just a solitary point between them. Nicely done. Neither player being able to break away from the other with any more than a run of 3 points at a time. Deadlock again on the scoreboard now, 7 apiece. So easy to overpress in this kind of slow hall and red line at it just like that. Just clip the tape on the way through. Put it to bed in the end. Now, who's going to break the deadlock here and forge ahead to the mid-game interval with some sort of lead? Very, very tight opening game, this. A Well done, nice cross smash. These two being a couple of the elder statesmen on tour, 28-year-old in your picture against a 30-year-old. They know each other's games inside out, having met 10 times on tour over the years. This is their 11th crossing of swords. So all the patterns of play they're fully aware of. He didn't get a good look at that, did he? He seemed a little slow to respond, CHOU, there. The lift away was a little short, and Sun Won-ho did well to take advantage. Coach likes that. Singles winner standing to trouser 8% of the total prize money, $120,000 US up for grabs. Who will it be that strikes it rich at the end of this event? If you come last in your fourth, if you will, in your respective group, Group A, this one, you still make $9,000. That was close. Good leave in the end. Yeah, so regarding the prize money, everybody thinks, oh yeah, you know, that's good, easy money, right? But no, this is blood, sweat and tears for 11 months of the year to get here, and these are the best in the business. And a lot of sacrifice from a very young age for most of these athletes. The intensity of focus and will is palpable at this stage. Sun Won-ho spilling wide of the sideline. So it's CHOU Tien Chen who breaks to the front at the turn, 11 points to 10. "12 minutes played out here. Just 1 point separates this man, the former world #1, from the top seed, a man who's having a great year, CHOU Tien Chen. Terrific deception. It's spilt over the back line. That's a wounder. Directionally, it was perfect, but not lengthwise. Hit it well. Look at this. CHOU didn't even flinch there. Couldn't read it at all. Well, he almost made that. Not quite. Such was the quality of the tight net shot from Sun Won-ho. That's impressive from the Korean. So quick to shut the net down there. Shanked that one, didn't come out the middle of the strings, that's for sure. A wry smile of frustration etched all over his face after that one. Chance to break to the front. Something that so far he's struggled to do in this opening game. Oh, the reverse slice just missed. But CHOU doesn't agree. We're going upstairs again. Now, if he loses this one, he's out of challenges, so he must have been pretty convinced. Well, you can see why he did, but actually in badminton terms, that's quite a way out.
So 14-13. CHOU.
Did you bang the kit box? No, it wasn't me.
Play.
Must be hearing things up. Song Wan-ho back in front with a 1-point lead. Well done. Very nicely finished with real poise and balance there from CHOU.
14-all.
So little between these highly ranked players. Just 3 spots on the ranking list at the moment. CHOU at 3rd in the world, Son at 6. Fist pump from CHOU. First hint of any emotion from him. He knew that was a big point, obviously. Did well managing to get that one to the floor. That's gone. Not by much, but enough. Son Wan-ho stays in touch, nibbling away at the deficit of what was 2 points.
15-16.
Who's hungrier at this stage in the year? No sign at the moment of player fatigue. Not in this match, anyhow. Just muscling through, but unable to find its mark there.
16-all.
That'll frustrate. That's a run of 3 consecutive points for the Korean now. Back to his world #1 best there. As I say, he's 5 spots off that ranking. Not quite at his pomp, but not far off. 3 excellent points back-to-back for him now at the business end of this opener. Caliber of shots out here, quite incredible. Take a look at this one again. Look how accurately that was struck, just inside the sideline. And with all the physicality out here, quick decision making is an absolute must. That's gone a long way.
18-17.
Done well though to sort of contain and detain the top seed for this long in this opener. Nice, spread the court beautifully.
19-17.
So just in the nick of time, the top seed breaks to the front again, and he puts himself just 2 points away from securing this opening game now. That's gone. And again, Son Wan-ho, so resolute, so tenacious. Bites back, nibbling away at the scoreboard deficit. Desperate to get back on terms. Remember, for him, this is a must-win match. CHOU had a win last night against Ginting, so he has a slight cushion, if you will. In. It's a bad leave from the Korean, and an untimely bad leave as well.
Service over, 20, game point 18.
CHOU Tien Chen with a couple of game point opportunities then. And he only needs one. It's an arm aloft for CHOU Tien Chen. The top seed safely secures game 1. 21-18 after 24 minutes played. Well, there was a lot to celebrate in that opening game for CHOU Tien Chen. Real precision striking, opening the court beautifully and then following up with a lot of power when he really got the guns out. Sun Wan Ho not far behind. It was a very, very tight opener. Can Sun turn this one around? How's the deception there off that backhand? Oh, beautiful. Really well played. Extraordinary directional control on the smash. Let's see it again. Look at that. Nice lift away. Got behind this, gets up there to create the angle. Lovely. Yeah, it's on the line.
1-all.
Completely and utterly focused on the job at hand. You can see it in the eyes. Both men, to be fair. Well played. The back behind, very successful. It was that one there that did the damage, wasn't it? Saved one off the floor.
Service over, 2-1.
String break. Yeah, that's the miss. Shuttle just deviates momentarily, striking the ball with the broken string because the string bed just softens significantly. These players play with normally quite high tensions in their rackets, hence the ping every time they hit the shuttle. So, re-engages with a fresh weapon. Can he get back into contention? Sun Wan Ho. Beautiful shot.
4-2.
Something very special, isn't it, when you watch players of this caliber in a sort of a hall that's conducive with very little drift. Just how accurately they strike the shuttle time and again. Physicality of what they do, and after these long grueling rallies, some of them the heart pounding, almost feels like it's in your mouth, you'd imagine, and yet they still make really good calculations and decisions under pressure. That's what it's all about, isn't the old Sir Clive Woodward, teacup, calm under pressure, for those rugby fans amongst you. Nicely done.
6-2.
So scoreboard turning nicely for the Korean right now. A run of 4 consecutive points. for the man in black and white. Well, Son Wan-ho was directing the traffic nicely there. He was opening up the court very, very well, but just perhaps got a little greedy with the final shot. Beautifully engineered from CHOU Tien Chen. String break as well.
4-6.
Such raw power complemented with just a spellbinding touch from the top seed. You can see a lot of glimmers of why he's had a breakout year. There's the broken string on the close-up. Lovely shot that, isn't it? Perhaps not right out of the middle. Some would argue just a little low, but hey, let's not be picky. He is the top seed. He can do what he likes. Very respectful and humble as he is. Oh, that is just gorgeous. I think CHOU thought that was going wide, not so. Son Wan-ho with the radar fully on there. He's won 5 out of the last 6 points, the Korean. Oh, he's found a different gear. This is class. Kissing the lines now. 6 from 7 in the driving seat. CHOU has somehow taken a wrong turn. Now that's pressure.
9-4.
CHOU feeling he has to make this even tighter. That's a great jump. What an athlete he is. That shuttle hung up there for an eternity, but he just climbed up there, had a little hang time as well. Let's see it again. Look at this. Wonderful. Oh, point of the match so far for me, that one. Absolutely mesmerizing. Brilliant badminton from both players. Such a physical lung buster of a point. Look at that, the longest rally, 33 shots it was. Top seed eventually gets it done, but he's still got a lot of work to do in this second game. Son Wan-ho scrapping with all of his might to stay afloat here. It's a must-win game for the Korean. Otherwise, he knows he's pretty much out of the tournament. Or unable to advance to the semi-finals, I should clarify, should he lose here. Terrific flat hard drive right into CHOU, tangling him up. Son Wan-ho with the 11-6 advantage at the turn in game 2. Is this a comeback from the Korean?
Go to 22nd, go to 22nd. 11-6, play. Service over, 7-11.
Well done. Watched it closely. Didn't take his eyes off shuttle. That's easy to do.
7.
He's had a run of 4 consecutive points this game, Son Wan-ho. He is on the comeback trail, you sense. Dialing in to bring his very best. He has to. Oh, that was an angry riposte from the top seed. Right at the body. No malice intended, obviously. They're both so respectful, but this was absolutely rifled at the Korean. Unable to clear the net with that straight net.
Service over, 13-8.
Not far off though. Thought about it, didn't it? Deep in thought, just buying himself a little extra time, walking beyond the shuttle slowly. Wow. I thought CHOU had the upper hand in that. Son didn't. He's been dazzling this second game, the former world #1. Super play, just so clinical.
16-8.
It's another heady run of 4 points for Son. There was no call.
Service over, 9-16.
Plumb on the line. Son Wan-ho set himself up with no intent to hit that at all. Misjudgment. So his run of points stops at 4. Can CHOU Tien Chen get back into this game?
Service over, 17-9. Thank you. Play.
So at this stage, it seems we're going the distance. That's on the line as well. CHOU doesn't think so.
CHOU Tien Chen challenge is called in.
What would we do without Hawkeye these days, hey? Such a terrific revolution in the sport that it's created. Crowd engagement, spectacular, involving everybody, terrific. Yeah, correct call. Good job, Lions judge.
Challenge
Credit where it's due.
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 18-9.
Now, is he going to go on one of those tears of points? Just really has raised the bar this game. Everything's been that little bit more precise. His focus has been unwavering. And the variety, tough to read. And where he has excelled, Sun Wen-ho, his opponent has slightly sort of faltered and not panicked, that's the wrong kind of word, but his level is, it's not what it was in the first game. Perhaps he's been sort of contained and stifled by the brilliance of the former world #1. Well, denied the first of 11 game point opportunities, Sun. Inside 3/4 of an hour, Sun Wen-ho fights back. 11-21. He secures the second game and will be delighted inside with his industry. We will be treated to a third and deciding game. Don't go anywhere.
Go to 20 seconds. Go to 20 seconds.
Well, I can tell you, as we just about to commence the third and deciding game here on day 2, second round robin match of Group A between these top seed and the 5th seed in your picture,
game, love all.
that only 3 of their 10 previous encounters have gone the distance. This is the third game that they have engaged in. It's a little lucky, just deviated as it clipped the net on the way through. Let's hope that's not a blood wound. Trying his heart out there, got back up quickly as well. That was a great get, but he couldn't manage to do so there. That was just so tight from the Korean, who's in menacing mood right now. He's swiveled this one back round to parity, and now he's broken to the very front as Son Wan-ho. Brilliant. Precision and power, beautifully blended. He's not only got back into contention, Son Wan-ho, but now he is 2-love up in the deciding game. And it bodes well for the Korean, not quite as much for this man, because although he played a good opening game, that kind of form has been stifled. In terms of runs of points, Son has had runs of 4, CHOU just a couple of runs of 3. But anything can happen in the deciding game, we know that. A roar from the top seed. Needs to kick-start his game back into action. Perhaps this is the start.
All.
Just a little too greedy here, Son, I guess you could say, if you're hypercritical. Wasn't far off, though. Bobbled on the net tape. Deadlock on the scoreboard.
Oh.
He's trying to step up his attack, but denied that. Look at the hold and flick. Oh, he's found the line again.
4-2.
Looks of real concern in the eyes of CHOU Tien Chen right now, because Son Wan-ho has ignited and he's not handing the baton over to CHOU at all. He's on a mission here, the Korean.
Service over, 3-4.
Two in a row for CHOU to get back on terms. Good work from him.
Service over, 5-4.
Oh, that's a good leave. He thought about hitting it, didn't he? You could see him going for it and then suddenly pulled away at the last minute. He certainly had his doubts, but made a good decision. So points are being won in batches of 2. Is it the world number 3's turn to win his couple, or will Son Wan Ho engineer a timely run of 3? Would he like that? Yes, he does.
7-4.
Taking his time to compound the scoreboard pressure inside the mind of CHOU Tien Chen. What a dig. No avail in the end. Son Wan Ho manipulating the point so craftily, using all 4 corners of the court with precision and just getting his opponent out of position here. Look at that. Top seed could do no more than that. Easy pickings for Son Wan Ho in the end, but physically grueling points. So a 4-point lead. CHOU throws his body through that one, right down the line of the direction of the shot. Out of desperation, stops the run of points at 4 for Son Wan Ho. Now, can this man produce a little magic? Unable to there. And a grimace as a consequence. He's not happy with that. Beating his chest with his racket head as if to suggest, come on, dig deep. Well, miscalculation with the slice. It's a 5-point deficit now, and somehow the body language of CHOU has changed.
Thank you.
Just looked a little vexed in response to that miss. He's having to really go to the trenches today. This is a physically really telling match on both athletes. Perhaps the fatigue of a long year in which he's contested lots of tournaments, going deep in many, starting to take their toll. Yeah, he wasn't going to miss that one.
Service over, 6-10.
It's all about really switching off and dropping down a couple of gears between points to grab a breather and realign, step off stage momentarily, and then completely re-engage at furious intensity. Sun Wan-ho from South Korea heads to the mid-game interval with a 5-point cushion. 11 points to 6 now. The Korean in control. Well, at first I thought he was tattoo-laden, but perhaps not. It's obviously tape that he's got over his abs, and I think it stretches all the way up to his over his shoulder of his playing arm. Not going to get a glimpse of it there, but the umpire suggesting get the towel right into your kit bag, please.
11-6.
Nowhere near the advertising.
Play.
So 11-6 lead for Sun Wan-ho in this deciding game.
(12-6).
He's been less errant, frugal, the Korean. A little bit tidier over the last 30 minutes or so. Touch the net, suggested the top seed.
Service over, 7-12.
Well played from CHOU Tien Chen. That's accurate and penetrating, lasering through his opponent's court. How much has he got left in the tank? Oh, he's just spilt wide with that one too.
Service over, 13-8.
Now again, it's a 5-point difference between the two pedigree shuttlers. Yeah, good close.
Service over, 9-13.
Read the situation really well. CHOU there. Didn't go over. Sun Wan-ho again with the 5-point lead. Enjoying these slow conditions. Thought about it, didn't it? Almost wriggled over. So into the second hour we go then, out here on show court 2, as they are indeed on court 1 as well. PV Sindhu with a recent win over Tai Tzu Ying. Downed the top seed, the Indian. 21-18 in the third. 62 minutes played, that one. Nicely done. Oh, he's missed it. A swing and a miss for Son Wan-ho. He was all over that point. Now, that could really cost him dear. Take a look at it again. Such precision from both men here. Look at that. A little confusion about something there. Someone who in a little chat with the umpire. Not entirely sure what it was.
Play.
So still a 3-point cushion for Son Wan-ho in this deciding game. Pops it right up into the slot for CHOU there. And that'll be a welcome relief for the top seed, as he now gains 3 in a row. What a fight back from CHOU. 14-9 down. He's clawed it back to 14-12.
1号场即将进行的是男子双打的比赛，有请技术官员入场。裁判员伊沃卡塞尔来自瑞士，发球裁判陈爱婷来自马来西亚。
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next on court 1. Men's double. Technical officials. Umpire Ivo Casero, Switzerland. Service judge Tan I Tan Christie, Malaysia.
Nicely done. Absolutely furious strike, straight smash. Look how measured that was to set it up. It was going inside the line before CHOU just clipped it with the end of his frame. So, a 3-point lead. Is that enough to get him home and dry and putting himself into contention in Group A, the Korean? Well done. Brilliant work. Spread the court beautifully. Having to work so hard for every single point, both athletes. Look at the defenses. The man nearest the camera there, incredible. Greyhound lean, both of them. That was something else. He was throwing himself around there. Ghostly speed.
16-13.
Just ensuring that the court is dry and taking his time to step off stage momentarily. CHOU doesn't want to rush this situation. He's got a lot of work to do against this man who has really raised the bar about half an hour or so and never really let up since.
China. Team Master, Anders Skrull Rasmussen, Denmark.
Brilliant. Cross smash from the top draw. Extends his lead. He's had to go the long way around the houses, Sun Wan Ho, but he's been so patient and persistent all evening.
Play.
68 minutes they've been on court now. Can he get across the finish line here? Pensive moments for CHOU. Don't you know I'm the top seed?
Sub-solo 14-18.
A run of points, a run of 3 points, I should say, for Sun Wan Ho just came to an end. Now, is this a little in for CHOU here? Can he build? Super point. And CHOU just kind of falling over almost after that point. He was almost delirious, spinning around all over the place. Momentarily lost his balance at the end. I don't know if we'll see it after this, but let's take a look. Look, he was just pulled from pillar to post, and then sort of as he just tried to rebalance, he almost toppled over.
Thank you.
Such has been the physical intensity of this match. Very, very tiring. So, Sun Wan Ho with a wry smile after that last entertaining point that went his way, now has every opportunity to get across the line. 19-14. Well, he may have lost the last two occasions to CHOU Tien Chen, but tonight he might
20 match point.
gain a win back right now. 6 match point opportunities for the Korean. And there it is. It seems a shame to end on that dead neck cord, but Sun Wan Ho with a terrific, spirited performance and enjoying the moment with the top seed. Sun Wan Ho of Korea then downs the top seed, CHOU Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei, and he has a win to his name. It was an entertaining clash from start to finish. 18-21, 21-11, 21-14 after 17 minutes. What a showing from the South Korean. He'll be delighted inside with his result and glad to get a win in Group A.